So that's a little preview of the vehicle. Maybe I might do a separate video to show more parts of the vehicle and more features it has, but so far it's running, and hopefully it'll definitely save me a lot of money on the gas and the wear and tear on my vehicle. Lyft is currently offering an EV incentive, but not on per trip like Uber does, where $1 per trip, but what they're doing for the rental is if you get an X amount of rides, let's say you get 50 rides, I think you get an incentive, and then another 10, I think another 20 rides, 70 rides is another incentive. So I think out of the incentives, if you hit 90 rides, you get up to $140 EV incentive. So that's like going towards your rental. And if you add on the extra fees, the rental right now is over $300 right now, but I got the first day for free because it was prorated. I'll do a separate video on that, explaining more about the rental, but just want to give a little preview that I am renting an EV, and it does have the regenerative braking, if you're wondering, kind of like a Tesla. It kind of slows down fast, but not as fast, and it also has a control. If you looked at the steering wheel, I didn't point it out, but there's little paddles, kind of like, you might think they're paddle shifters, but actually they let you control how much of the regenerative braking intensity. So when you take your foot off the accelerator and how it does regenerative braking on an EV, there's like from 0 to 3. If you take it all the way down to 0, then the car will coast, kind of like a traditional vehicle. I haven't tried it on a hill yet, but I'll see how that works when it comes to charging. But it does, however, the vehicle does creep when it slows down. It does creep. And I know a Tesla has that option where after it brakes, it goes down to like, I think 3 miles an hour or somewhere around there, the vehicle will creep. This vehicle already does it by default, but yeah, you can definitely set the regenerative braking, kind of like on a Tesla. Accelerates pretty fast. And I think the average miles per charge is like around 260 something, somewhere around there. Also depends on how much AC you use and also how fast you go. But also if you're going down hills, that always helps to give you additional distance. So I just wanted to share this little preview of me renting an EV with Lyft for the first time. And we'll see how it goes this week. And I'll probably be renting this vehicle for at least a few weeks through the rest of the quarter, through September. And then we'll see how it goes in October, but eventually I will go back to my Lexus. And if I run, and you also got personal miles too. You get unlimited Lyft miles, but personal miles, they don't have an unlimited option like they did when they first started renting out hybrids. But there's a pay-as-you-go option, but I chose the 90 personal mile plan. For me, since I'm not going to drive many personal miles with it, it'll work out just fine. But there's also the way you can skirt around that is if you turn your Lyft app on, and then of course you can cherry pick the rides, but just be mindful of your drive time, because once you hit your drive time, then if you're far away, then you're screwed. You're going to use your personal miles, unfortunately. It's one of the downsides to it. But if I do personal errands, or if I'm not going to be going out to do Lyft, if I need to run errands, or if I'm going to go to the movies, for example, or the gym even, I'll just stick with my Lexus, of course. So I hope everybody has a great evening. Stay safe out there, and I hope to be back soon for more. Take care.